Welcome back, writers. I can't believe we are already up to secret writing tip number 9. I wonder what it will be. My name is Sarah, and if you are an elementary kid, then you are in the right spot. By now, you are an absolute expert at this word revising. If you have been watching all of our other videos, then you've been hard at work adding lots of those tips to your writing. Because we know that good writers revise to make their writing better. Let's review some of those tips that we have learned. We've learned to add an adjective, a question, a beginning phrase, a sound, use a thesaurus, add a simile, an adverb, and even use a different word for said. So far, which one has been your favorite? Let's check out that 9th tip. Here's a sentence I just wrote. It says, she felt nervous waiting for the dentist. Now, seems like a perfectly fine sentence, but as we know, we can always work on making our writing better. So let's take a look at the next tip. So my tip today is all about showing feelings with body language. So if we go back to that sentence I wrote before, you'll see that I just told how this girl was feeling. I said that she was nervous, but I didn't really show how she was feeling. Let me show you what that looks like. So in the first sentence, I have my original one. She felt nervous waiting for the dentist. But in the second one, I wrote, she was wiggling her foot and biting her nails as she waited for the dentist. Which one do you think is better? I'm betting that many of you thought number 2 was better, but why? Well, in the first one, we were simply telling how she was feeling. In the second one, we were using body language to show how she was feeling by wiggling her foot or biting her nails. Good writers use body language to describe how their characters might be feeling. Let's use this picture as an example. How do you think this girl is feeling? I think we all agree she looks angry. Now, the word angry isn't anywhere on the screen, but we can look at her eyes and her arms to figure out exactly how she might be feeling. So, as a writer, you might say that her eyes are glaring, or that her brow is furrowed, or that her lips are pursed, or she's clenching her teeth, or that her arms are crossed. These are all great ways that we can show how she's feeling. Now, you give it a try. Write this sentence down on your paper. He felt so sleepy at breakfast this morning. Now, which word here tells us how he's feeling? That's right, sleepy. Now, let's think about the body language someone might have to show that they're sleepy. Now, I want you to try to write another sentence showing how this person feels. So go ahead and stop the video and see if you can write a feeling sentence. Now, here's the sentence I wrote. He yawned and stretched at breakfast this morning. His eyes looked droopy. So as a writer, I was thinking, how do his eyes look? I thought, well, they probably look droopy. What are his arms doing? What is his mouth doing? Maybe he's yawning or stretching. So I included that in my sentence too. But notice I never used that word sleepy. So what are some of the sentences that you wrote? Be sure to share them with the class. So the next time you are writing, don't forget to show, not tell, how your characters are feeling. Think about their body language. What are their eyes doing, their mouth doing, their hands doing? And use that imagery to make a great sentence. Thanks for joining me today, and I will see everybody in our last video, number 10.